Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and in today's video I want us to dissect signs that proves that your woman has emotionally checked out of the relationship. Number one, you feel an emotional disconnection. What brings people together or two people together is the emotional connection, that chemistry, that physical attraction. That attraction is what actually brings people together. So the first sign that proves to you that your woman has emotionally checked out of the relationship, or that proves that your woman is tired and done with you, is emotional disconnection. A woman that is truly in love with you will always share with you any intricate feeling that she have, anything, any burden, any kind of stress that is actually weighing her down out there, she will share with you. So if you feel like that anything or your association has been reduced to just house logistics, that if by any chance you can get yourself seated down talking with your partner or your woman, then it's just a matter of, or rather about what you can eat, or the kind of food you can eat. There's no emotional conversation, there's no sharing of feelings, there's nothing that can actually your lady is seeing in regards to the feeling. Then that is a very perfect sign that your girl has emotionally checked out of the relationship. Ladies will always do everything at their best disposal to push that relationship. They will show you that actually what anger them, or they will always share with you their feelings. They'll tell you how much they love you. They will tell you how you mean, or rather how your presence mean in their life. They'll share with you everything. They'll tend to prove to you how much they really feel towards you. But if you realize that there's that emotional distance, everything has been reduced to normal, there's nothing enticing, there's nothing that can generate that love. You feel that your woman has just distanced herself from you. She just look at you very ordinarily. The feeling, the love is what actually do trigger that emotional conversation. But when that love is no longer there, your lady will have nothing to do with you. Ladies reason on the basis of emotions. Ladies are always not logical beings, they are emotional beings. So what do I mean? If they no longer talk about their emotions, they no longer share with you their feelings, then that is a clear indication that she has emotionally done. She has emotionally checked out of that relationship. So it's upon you now to get back to drawing board and reassess the relationship and confirm what truly might be the problem. The first sign that your girl has emotionally checked out of your relationship is emotional disconnection. Number two, the physical touch is dwindling, or the physical touch has totally dwindled. A lady that is truly in love with you will always embrace these kisses, these hugs, these any form of emotional or physical touch. She will always like it. So if you realize that your lady no longer embrace any kind of physical proximity or closer proximity between you and her, then that's a sign of emotional checkout. The first thing that your lady will always love is that physical touch, or the physical interaction. Your lady will hold your hand, will hold your waist when you are in the, when you are walking in the street, will hold you, will lean on you when you are eating in the restaurant, will do everything, even in the house. Your lady will always prefer sitting closer to you, touching you, touching your beards, leaning in your thighs and all that. So if you notice that lately your lady no longer have embrace or no longer love that physical uh, interaction or physical closeness, then there's a problem. You must research the relationship. You must go back to drawing board, because that one is a sign of emotional uh, or mental disconnection from the relationship. So the second thing that your lady will always embrace when they are in the relationship, when their feelings are still intact, is that physical proximity. But if you notice that lately your lady is doesn't embrace or doesn't allow that physical touch, like any touch towards her, it irritates, then you must be careful. There is a problem somewhere. The third sign is lack of future talks with you. A lady that is in love with you will always use we when she's addressing you. But if you notice that lately the phrase or the word she's commonly using is I, then that's a clear sign that she no longer see herself with you in future. A lady that is truly in love with you will always use we when she's addressing you, because she's seeing you as part of her. She's seeing you as one and part and parcel of her life. So if she no longer use we, if she no longer talk about future, if she no longer talk about any kind of business idea that can bring you together, if she no longer talk about you know um, connecting you with her friends, or connecting you with her family members, or connecting you with anybody that is closer or that is of value in her life, then she is mentally and emotionally check out of the relationship. A lady that is in love with you will always talk about future with you, will always talk about marriage, will always talk about having kids together. You can realize that a lady that has emotionally and mentally check out of the relationship can even refuse to give birth to you, get your kid, because she no longer see herself in your life. And a lady can never give birth to a man she no longer loves. So if future talks fades, there's nothing that connects you together, then run or recess the relationship. A lady that is in love with you will always engage you in future conversation. You'll always She will always tend to pin you down and discuss the future with you. So if she no longer talk about future, if she no longer talk about anything that can actually bond you together in the coming years, then there's a problem. Then four, communication breakdown. If there's one thing that actually build relationship, is communication. That's why they do say without communication there's no relationship, and then without trust there's no need to continue. That is to mean that the foundation of the relationship is communication. The foundation of relationship is commitment. So you tend to get that your lady no longer initiate communication with you. You tend to get that your lady, I mean, or your woman, no longer call you, no longer text you, and if you text, she's taking 24 hours or days to reply. You tend to get that you double text your lady. That is a clear indication that the lady has emotionally checked out of the relationship. If there's one thing that is always like an oxygen to women, is the attention, the communication. So if you realize that between you and your girl there's an emotional crackdown or an emotional breakdown, then or rather communication breakdown, then is high time that you have to get back to the drawing board and check the relationship. One thing that ladies love the most is communication. Ladies cannot do without communication in a relationship. So if you notice that lately there's no communication, there's nothing serious in the name of communication going on in the relationship, then it's high time that you get back to the drawing board. Ladies love communication. Attention is like oxygen to women. They cannot do without it. So if you notice that lately there's nothing like communication, there's nothing like an effective communication or a smooth communication between you and your woman, then it's high time that you check the relationship again. Next, your lady is always busy. If you notice that the schedule of your lady is always packed, in the sense that there's no single minute that your lady can create for you. She's always busy, 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 busy. You get that your lady can even create time for her friends. Your lady can create time for her family members, but not you. You get that she can even plan serious dates. She can plan serious outings without your inclusion. Then is high time that you get back to drawing board and reassess the relationship. If there's one thing that your lady will always allow, is spending time with you. So if you notice that your lady no longer love spending time with you, then there's a problem. A lady will sacrifice anything. A lady will sacrifice any party. A lady will sacrifice anything out there for the sake of you and the relationship. So if you notice that lately your lady is not always interested in spending time with you, she's always busy, 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 creating time for other people, but not you, then it's high time that you reset the relationship. A lady that is in love with you will create your time. A lady that is in love with you will kill anything to just come and spend time with you. So if you notice that lately your lady is no longer spending time with you, your lady would rather do every kind of activity out there that doesn't involve you, then it's high time that you reset the relationship. She's emotionally and mentally check out of the relationship. Then 6, she stops making efforts. If there's one thing that a lady will always do before she get done with the relationship and with your ass, is always efforts. She will cry, she will fight for you, she will call her people to come and talk to you, she will do everything to make sure that she corrects and mend the relationship. But if you notice that your lady stops making efforts to correct the relationship, or she can even stop fighting with you, that one is a clear indication that she's out of that marriage, she's out of that relationship. She will do everything, she will fight with you, she will do everything to correct and make that relationship right. So if you notice that lately your lady no longer fight, your lady no longer make efforts, your lady, that one is to mean she's done, she's ready to watch that relationship drowning and getting down the abyss. She will do everything before she get done. But if when she get done, She'll be over it. Then lastly, you will receive increased irritability and criticism. Nothing you will do that she will always be happy with. Anything you do will always be a problem. She will criticize you. She will give you, negative comments. You will receive negative comments from her. Anything that you do will interest her. She will always be criticizing everything that you do. Even your jokes will no longer be funny. Your movement will irritate her. Your speech, your words will always be a problem. That one will be as a result of emotional checkout, emotional tiredness. She's she has emotionally checked out of your relationship. A lady that is in love with you, even every bit of even your funny jokes, even your dry jokes will always impress her. She will always laugh at every bit of your words, at every bit of your nonsense. If you realize that your lady, everything you do no longer interests her, anything you do is always will always be a problem, she's done. She has emotionally and mentally leave you. Ladies and gentlemen, subscribe, and let's grow together. Let's grow together. Get me to 1,000 subscribers, and I'll appreciate. Thank you so much, and may God bless you.